you. Thank you very much, Knowles. Coach, you're so inspirational speaker. It's a great honor to be here to share some knowledge and ideas in terms of empowering women. It's one of the subjects that I'm very much interested in because I'm also a woman. I like to empower people. It's one of my duties. Well, when I was given this topic to look at, and I've noticed that it's a very broad concept, but due to the time, on the benefits of the time, I'll touch base on the most important aspects of it, where we necessarily need it. Basically, what we know about the empowering of women, it aims at inspiring women in order to have the courage to break free the chain that is them to limit the beliefs patterns that they have and the religions or religious that they have also. Them are causing women to be suppressed, traditionally to be suppressed, in such a way that they cannot be able to see that they've got powers in them, in themselves. They've got powers that God has given them to do anything they can do in this world, even to conquer this world. They do have power. But with those limiting beliefs, patterns, you will find that they are now suppressed traditionally. But now, how can you contribute as a woman in the empowerment of other women? Well, you cannot just think of helping other people before you start from yourself. I once asked myself a question to say, what is my life purpose in this world? I don't know whether any one of you has ever asked themselves that question. Why I'm here? Why God has brought me in this world? If you can be able to answer that question, you can conquer the way, you can get the breakthrough as a woman or even any individual or human being. One thing that you need to understand is what is the purpose I have in the life. Once you know what is the purpose that you have in the life, then you can be able to understand yourself, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know what are the things or the contributions that you can bring about to other people and to yourself as well. What are my potentials? God has given us potentials. God has given us talents. God has given us skills. But do you know what is your potential? Have you ever tried to unleash your potential so that you can be able to know that these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, I have to work on this. Once I know that I know about this, then I can be able to go out there and assist others and empower others. But first, you need to empower yourself. That's why I believe in the self-empowerment. That's the first thing that you need to do. Self-empowerment. Because the self-empowerment encourages you to have a self-confidence, encourages you to have a self-esteem, You can even be able to make your own decisions. I'm talking about drastic decisions. If you don't have a self-confidence and a self-esteem, you cannot be able to take all those drastic decisions. Now, as we are living in this pandemic, we are facing the COVID-19. We need to take drastic decisions because now we are living in a new normal. How can we adapt? How can we adopt this new style of living? If we don't know ourselves, if we don't have a self-awareness, you cannot be able to survive in this new normal. You cannot even be able to assist others so that we can survive in this new normal that we are living in. That's why I'm saying it is important first to know and understand yourself. Well, to know yourself is giving you a power to do anything that you want to do. And it's giving you a self-esteem and a self-confidence. Now, I'm looking at different types of empowerment that we do have, that we can even share, but we cannot share them because of the time. But we do have educational empowerment that we can share as women. We do have economical empowerment because of what is happening around us. We can also share the social empowerment. We can also share political empowerment as well. But there is one type of empowerment that I'm very much interested in, the spiritual empowerment for women. That is the gist of my topic. When you talk about empowering women spiritually, it means you are tapping into the inner self of a person. Remember, previously I said you must have a self-awareness. It's what now you must try to tap into right now. When I say spiritually, knowing and understanding what is going on with you or within yourself. What is happening to your body? What is happening to your mind? What is happening to your soul or spirit? If you have that self-awareness, if you understand yourself, if you are being empowered spiritually, that can boost your self-confidence, that can boost your self-esteem. Then how does this help you in the long run on our day-to-day living or during this time of this pandemic? Right now, we've heard on social medias and even on other platforms that there is a rise in gender-based violence. We all know what is causing that gender-based violence to rise at this moment. It's because of the lockdown. People, they can't tolerate each other now because they are staying together, spending more time together, and the other partner used to have his beer or whatever that substance that he is using, but now he can't have that or she can't have that anymore. Then you know there will be that commotion that will take place in the house. Then they will start to insult each other. One thing, if a woman has been empowered spiritually, that woman will have a self self-confidence. Violence to be abused. She can fight for herself because of the self-esteem and the self-confidence that she has. That's why I said, in all the empowerments we have or we can share, but I really like the spiritual empowerment of women, because it's giving them those spiritual powers within themselves that can make them to fight for any difficulties that are coming their way, fighting the difficulties that are coming from the relationships they have, or from the job-related issues, or else on any day-to-day challenges that they are facing. They can be able to manage all those things because of the self-confidence and the self-esteem that they instilled from the spiritual empowerment. So let we then empower each other. Now there is a new normal. We cannot go to work. In other levels, they said we cannot go to work, so we are stuck at home. We don't have job. Some of us have lost jobs. Some of us, okay, we still maintain that status of having jobs. But then for those who have lost jobs, and for those who cannot have the opportunity to have jobs because of the economical situation that we have in our country or globally, how can we sustain that? How can we be able to come out of that? Then we start to be more innovative. We start to instill inside us the inspirational leadership, because we do have it inside us. But what we need to do is to take them out, unleash it, and work on it. We need to start to be more innovative. We start to have, we need to start to look at the new ideas and apply them better so that we can be able to achieve the new goals, because now we've got new goals now because of the changes that are currently taking place. So what are those other things or innovatives that you can think of? We have seen on social medias, some people now are starting to do bakings, while others, those who were already baking or in the baking business, are showing off their skills on social media. And those who had no skills, now they are learning from them. We are sharing the skills online now, because we cannot be able to go out and do something for ourselves. Now we are relying on technology. Now we said, let us be innovative. Let us share ideas online. As right now, we are sharing ideas here on this platform. So this is what we're supposed to do. We have to make sure that we create new ideas that will accommodate that situation that we are currently in. Some of us now have got backyard gardens now. We are planting spinaches and cabbages and carrots. We have food. We have food just behind our houses or our yards. Then what inspires me most is some of us took that opportunity that, okay, it's a lockdown, but we don't want to take this thing negatively. Let us use this opportunity positively. We started to study short courses online. Courses that will empower us. Short courses in cooking, in planting, in doing anything. I've currently received a certificate online for the short course that I was doing. I'm so proud of myself as well. So it means I just I just inspire myself. I don't wait for anybody to inspire me. So I said to myself, yeah, and I want that course. I can add it into my CV and I can add it to my knowledge. And I'm going to share what I've learned in that course with other people because that's what I do. Sharing information, sharing knowledge, doing all those things. So this is a kind of empowerment that we have to do as women in this month of May. But we cannot end there to do that. We have to do it on daily basis. Even post a lockdown, we still have to have that attitude because it is working for us. We have to do that. Now, we are going back to work. What is our role and contribution into that into that new normal at work? Because now what we were doing all along at work, there are some slight changes. There are job cuts that we have. So it means now if there are job cuts, it means there we will have a shortage of staff. But work is there. We need to work. We need to cover. We need to reach the targets, meet the targets, and we have to move on with life at work. So we as women, we need to work hand in hand. We need to be resilient. We cannot afford to be named as people that are powerless at work. We need to stand up at work and look at the new ideas of working smart at work. We know that because of the job cuts, it means there is a less number of people that will be at work. How can we now bring a new innovative to say, how can we work with this less number of people that we are working with or the colleagues? We need to think about it. We need to be more innovative. That's why I said it's important for us to be the inspirational leaders at work, at home, in our community. So how can we contribute in those places? We need to partake in any forums, women's organizations, where we have to go and contribute our inputs in those platforms so that we can be able to share ideas there, work hand in hand, empower each other, grow each other, so that one day this world will say women are so important. We need them because of their potential, because of what they bring in the families, because of what they bring into the community, because of what they bring in the workplace. We've got power as women to instill peace. We've got power as women to instill love and compassion amongst ourselves as women and amongst ourselves as human beings. God has given us those powers. We are so influential. We are so influential. I remember there was a quote from Dr. Phumzile Mlambo, when they said, if you want something to be done, you have to give it to women. They can do it. You won't complain about it. So let's take that opportunity as women and go out there and show our potential and show the world that we've got powers that were instilled within ourselves. But first, we need to embrace ourselves. We need to embrace the inner self that we have, the power within ourselves, and everything that God has given us, so that we can be able to work hand in hand, work together to conquer this world. So at the end, as I'm about to close, I'm saying, let us encourage self-empowerment. Let us encourage spiritual growth. Let us encourage personal growth so that we can be able to move forward.
Thank you, thank you. Siyabonga, Sis Zonke. That was powerful and taking it all in. I wanted to ask in emsebenzini, I know at work as women, we can end up fighting for positions. And njengamanje, a lot of people will be fighting for roles, wanting to show the skills. Maybe as yourself, if you have a certificate and you've cultivated new skills during the lockdown, you probably want to prove yourself. You want to work to climb the ladder and get a higher position. And you mentioned working together. Can you elaborate on that, on how important it will be as women to unify and actually work together instead of against each other?
Yes, it is important that we work together. We need to embrace each other. Remember, we are not the same. I've got my own skills and knowledge and talents. You've got your own, but I need to embrace yours and you need to embrace mine. If we don't use that kind of attitude, then we will always fight for positions at work. We will fight for even petty things at work because we don't embrace each other. We need to believe in saying every role and every responsibility has got someone to do, not everybody. So there is a chance for you to do that. There is a chance for someone to do it. But if you know that this person can do this thing better, embrace that. Give that person a chance. Empower her more so that she can be able to prove herself that you believe in her, that she can do that. There is someone who's going to also push you, just like you have pushed the other one to that higher role or higher position. You must know that what we need to do is we have to play this push. Push the other to climb. I know the other one will push me to climb. Let us do that thing as a circle. Let us help each other, embrace each other. But if we've got jealousy, then you will have a problem. You cannot go anywhere if you have that. Jealousy is a serious disease. It can take you to ICU, and there is no doctor who's going to to tell you what is wrong with you. It's only yourself who will say, deep down in my heart, I know that this is that I have. I've got umona, I've got jealous. So it means you must heal yourself. Nobody can heal you. So that's why I'm saying, okay, as much as all we want to go up there, but we need to embrace each other. We need to respect each other. We are not equal. Give another person an opportunity, they will also going to give you an opportunity for the next position or the role. Let us help each other to grow. There is no one who will be left down there stranded. We will help each other. But if you are selfish, then it's a problem. Because now we are breaking a good chain that you are trying to do of helping each other so that we all grow up. So you are not part and parcel of us. You must go out there and heal yourself from that selfishness that you have. Then come back when you are better and work with us so that we can go out there, so that we can climb that mountain, so that we can climb that ladder. You cannot be able to climb that ladder with that selfishness because you cannot survive up there. You will fall quickly down.
Thank you so much, Zonke. I've been listening and I've been taking notes too. Not only are your words directed to females, but I believe that this speaks to everyone. You know, it speaks to everyone, males. It speaks to everyone, and especially in most conversations, especially that speaks of women empowerment, we always exclude men and involve women. But at the same time, I believe that also men has to be empowered, because the more we empower women, now into eyenzakala, we have empowered women abagcina besebenza with less empowered men, kanti sonke si-empowered kuba ngcono ukusebenzisana emphakathini. But I'm learning a lot from you, and it's also Africa. Yesterday we were celebrating Africa Day, and I also see your
earrings.
your earrings.
Anyway, that's my trademark. That's my trademark. Every day it's Africa Day.
I actually like it. Yeah, I like it a lot, and it looks very nice. And for me, it reminds me of the role that is played by abantu besifazane Africa. You know, ukuthi you guys have a big role to play in ekukhuliseni umuntu esuke emncane nekwakheni imiphakathi. But umbuzo enginawo kuwena Sizonke ukuthi as a black female in a corporate space, what challenges have you faced as you are penetrating Uleso space, and also what challenges are you facing now, and also how have you been able to overcome those challenges?
Can I have a break? Okay, when I was starting in my I cannot lie, it was very difficult because I was entering into a male space where I was the first lady. I was young, only the youngest, only the African. So it was a bit challenging. I was lost in the zoo, you know. I was like, oh my goodness, why I'm here? But now I can tell you, I can answer the question that I asked myself in 2006, why I'm here. Now you can see why I'm here, because I'm still there. I'm still there. That is where I grew up. That is where I learned a lot of things. My colleagues that I'm working with in the organization, they taught me a lot of things. They were not selfish. I'm now because they were developed from that time slowly until 2020. I embraced to have them as my colleagues, as my partners as well. There were a lot of challenges. First of all, it was like your voice would they cannot hear you. That was the perception, that they cannot hear me, they cannot understand me. And that created a low self-confidence by the time, because I was like, I'm not sure whether I'm good enough for this position or not. But as I'm saying, they helped me to grow in that position, and that's made me to even develop my self-confidence and my self-esteem, until I managed to speak loud when I speak to them, because of that self-confidence they instilled in me by that time. Yes, there were opportunities that I was not getting at that time, but I think what is important is, for me, it was to work hard, 3 times harder than them, so that I can fit in. You know, I have to work 3 times harder than them and fit in so that they can believe in me, you know, so that they can be able to say, yes, she is part of us. But it's a perception. It's a perception. But it worked for me. That perception worked for me because I didn't sit my butt down there. No, but I stood up and I said, let me work and prove myself. Let me work harder. Now I'm no longer working harder, I'm working smarter. But at that time I was working harder so that I can prove myself. Now I'm working smarter so that is part of my life. That's what I've learned through my learning journey, you know. And that is the thing that I will say I've overcome, or I've overcame by that time, knowing that I have to work harder, but then I managed when the years goes by to say, hey, no, Zonke, you don't have to work harder, you have to work smarter. You will get this thing, and I'm getting it.
Knowles, do you have any follow-up question?
My screen is breaking on this side. Just 2 minutes left, or 1 minute left. Just to wrap up, I don't know what further advice you could give to women going forward. And like, it's already been so much, but after lockdown, what is your picture of 2 years to come? Looking at 2022, what is your vision of women?
I see women tapping more into the leadership roles in all spheres, in the community, in the workplace. But we will go there when we instill that positiveness right now. If we believe in ourselves right now, then I see ourselves as women stepping into those executive roles out there in the workplace or in organizations. We've got the potential, we can go there. But what is important for us, we need to make sure that we have a personal growth. We need to develop ourselves all the time. We need to learn, we need to study, we need to read, we need to network with other people so that you will have more knowledge of anything that you want to, so that you can fit in up there.
For me, I'm happy. I am inspired. I am inspired. And unfortunately, we come to the end of this meeting. This one needs to be extended, but this is the end. Ms. Zonke, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tamaku.
Amaku, thank you.
A great evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Tandega, thank you as well for joining us.